r/ask Reddit. What instantly makes you suspicious of someone? When they offer to buy my car without seeing it while they are deployed overseas and wish to use PayPal. Hey man, I understand your concerns. I just checked the base. We got a Western Union here. How about you transferring me a $100 so we establish some mutual trust and can go forward with the car deal? The trust game. Like when you close your eyes and fall backwards to build trust when the other person catches you. Except in this case you send $100 to build trust when the other person doesn't disappear, never to be heard from again. I'm one of the realest people you'll ever meet. I don't like drama or being proud of being a beach. Usually deliver near the beginning of a non-stop tirade about how solid of a friend they are to your mutual acquaintance, and followed by if you know me long enough I'll probably say something that pisses you off, but it's not personal. I'm just way too real for some. When they shorten your name or automatically give you a nickname after knowing you for 2 seconds. Hey big tuna. Reddit. When someone overshares every detail of their perfect relationship on social media, 9 out of 10 times that shit's a dumpster fire. Yep, this kid from high school had a kid at 19 with some girl and she's constantly posting and tagging him in look how happy our family is posts. We ran into him one time and he sat in our car to get out of the cold while waiting for his lady to pick him up. When she arrived he begged to stay in the car a little longer because he can't stand being around her or the screaming kid. My co-worker knew this woman who killed her husband in the same week as writing a status about how their love grows stronger every day. Their life is a fairy tale and their marriage is built around God. When people talk about others disparagingly, when I was younger I had some friends that always gossiped about how terrible this one friend was. Elle went along with it, but later, when I heard those same friends bad-mouthing me, I realized the correlation. Edit. You/suggestive detective made this guide for gossip that's very useful. The only time you say something about someone that you wouldn't mind them overhearing is if it's something about them that can either cause or prevent hurt. Tell someone Cheryl recently lost someone, so don't make any death jokes. Tell someone Carol might drive drunk, so make sure she doesn't leave with her keys. Do not tell someone Crystal did something really embarrassing that could hurt her reputation, even if it's hilarious. When I was younger, I was telling my mom what one of my friends had said about another friend. She said to me, "Honey, if your friend is talking bad to you about one of your friends, she is talking bad about you, too." A major light turned on in my head that day. Edit. Apparently I need to clarify, I was 15. My friend was saying things about our other friend that were mean and petty, yet we all hung out together and each friend was otherwise nice to her face, but mean behind her back. When I was in Boy Scouts I started to say something negative to my scout master about this other scout that no one liked very much. He put his hand up to stop me and said he's my friend and I don't appreciate anyone speaking about him that way. I had never heard or seen anyone respond to bad-mouthing someone in this way and it completely changed my perspective. Character can be taught through example. Oh, I don't like drama. I'm the most drama-free person you'll ever meet. Run. But I really am no drama, because I am the most boring man on the planet. Seriously, I keep a spreadsheet of my spreadsheets. Holy shit, that's a good ideas. Be right back. When they start using Facebook to subtly hint at how great their life has been since they discovered this amazing business opportunity. Open to diversifying your income? Tools to be your own boss? It's 100% legal. Nope. 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 Stay away from me. When they get weirdly defensive about things that are seemingly random, there's usually something to it. So do you like cake? No. Screw you. More like, so do you like cake? What do you mean do I like cake? Why do you need to know if I like cake? Did I do something to make you think I don't like cake? Does it matter if I don't like cake? Why are you making a big deal out of whether I like cake? Why are you judging me over cake? If you like cake, that's great. But I don't see what I have to do with it. Go eat your cake. If I want cake I can go get it myself. I don't know why you needed to make such a big deal over this. A long trench coat, with the collar up and big sunglasses. Yeah, that's usually just 3 children stacked on each other's shoulders anyway. Would you like alcohol? If they talk about how things always seem to go wrong for them, Things like forgetting to pay a bill, getting towed, or getting fired. Typically these folks will blame their misfortune on dumb luck or other things. Normally it means they're kinda just sketchy or really not responsible. This is my sister. I love her to pieces, but I really get sick of hearing her why me spiel. I don't duck anyone over. I care about people. I'm trying so hard. Why does the universe hate me? I'm at the point where I'm like, yep, but the last time you had a flat you spent $30 on a used tire, $14 on a case of beer, and $5 on a pack of cigarettes instead of spending the whole $50 on a new tire. That I'd have something to do with why your new tire just exploded all over the interstate. Edit. Since my frustrated throwaway comment has garnered so much more attention than it deserved, and since about half of that attention has revolved around the $50 tire I mentioned, I'll head your questions off here. The new tire replacement came from a Walmart lube shop in Texas, balanced and installed on her decade-old PT Cruiser for something like $44.46 plus a $10 fee. I have no idea if it was on sale, was a loss leader item, or is just so tiny that they come that cheap. I'm 99.9% certain that she did not blow any grease monkeys for a discount, because she's strangely moralistic about things like that. That would honestly be more my style. But unfortunately my wife prefers that I work traditional hours. If you have to constantly say trust me or believe me, I neither trust nor do I believe you. I, too, find the American president rather suspicious. Believe me, trust me on this. The one-uppers. The ones that always have a story like yours but much better, or worse, and usually seems borderline impossible implausible. PFFT. That's a stupid one. I know one that's way more suspicious. Like when really hot supermodels come onto me and stuff whilst I'm partying on a yacht with Leo DiCaprio. That's super suspicious. Way more suspicious than your suggestion. When they say lies for small things. I sometimes do that when I'm nervous. I have no idea why. For me it is panicking and feeling the need to be liked at the same moment. A few minutes after it doesn't make sense anymore to have lied about little shit like that. Office gossip. I don't mean hey, did you hear about Janet's new haircut? There is a woman at my work who will gossip all day if you let her about other people. How they are late, what they are doing and blah blah blah. She will instant message me too about it. It's gotten so bad that I just ignore the messages. Even though she sits right next to me. If they are willing to gossip that much, they are willing to talk about you. Having one of those co-workers is a problem. Having more than one can be fun. With multiple gossips you can feed them each different and possibly contradicting information and see what transpires. They will pass on anything. So constantly change the quantity or gender of your children and pets just to see what happens. It makes happy hour with the good co-workers that much more enjoyable. r/Pity Revenge would like a word with you, Mr. Girl. All my friends are guys. Can't be dealing with all that girl drama. Recently broke off a friendship with a female friend that always said this. She really has zero female friends. I learned that she's a narcissist that has to be the center of attention and other women take away from that. I learned that she's a narcissist that has to be the center of attention and other women take away from that. Holy shit, you just hit me with clarity on a close friend. She always stops any flirting another female does with me dead in its tracks, but does so innocently enough that I can't pinpoint it. It's not attraction to me. We've been friends for years. She also does it to other dudes in our circle. She just doesn't want other women around. When ominous music plays every time they enter the room. Oh hey guys, look at Steph. All my exes are psycho. I would say 90% of the time that's a red flag. My poor buddy was in 3 relationships in a row with what I can verify was pure crazy. Edit. I've gotten a lot of replies saying things along the line of if it smells like shit everywhere it's probably you, or that my friend just had a type. Since I'm the one who put his reputation, albeit vague, online, I feel the need to clarify this. I've known him since we were tiny children, and he's always been plenty level-headed and a reasonable judge of character. The 3 girls in question were all very different from one another, so it wasn't about him having a type. In fact, he made it clear that he liked each of the latter 2 girls because they were nothing like the previous crazy. All 3 of them blended into our friend groups fine. and nobody noticed any sort of flags until about a year into each relationship. One of them tried desperately to get pregnant, including from other guys she cheated with. One suddenly shaved her head, insisted we call her by a new name, and said she had magic powers on the first of every month that changed depending on the month's element. The third was super into gaming, like we all were in the group, but around the 1 year point, she started taking it way too seriously and would get violent with anyone who beat her or had more skill at a particular game. Since moving on from number 3, he's been in 3 normal, healthy relationships, the most recent being one that's probably going to last, and he had been in a normal one before the crazy 2. So hopefully y'all can accept that statistical outliers like my buddy exist, and if it seems unlikely, it's because that's exactly what an outlier is. Rant. Unexpected gifts, such as, for example, a large wooden rabbit. What about a large wooden horse? They start sentences with my name or say my name a lot. It feels like a marketer / salesman talking to me. Ann Perkins. This is literally the best comment I ever saw. When they talk about people behind their backs. If they're gossiping to you, they're gossiping about you. Yeah, but what about all the people I gossip to but never gossip about? I can name like 5 off the top of my head. When someone tries to be funny at the expense of others, especially when they are not super close, and there might be a hint of truth what he thinks. It seems very specific, but it stands out, and once I notice this behavior I don't trust them at all. I literally had a guy tell me at work, I don't respect anyone who makes fun of himself. All I can think of was, I have been here for a couple of weeks and I don't have enough material to make good jokes with you being the lead punchline, so I have to make them about myself for them to funny and not insulting. Self-deprecating humor is the best for insult jokes. Done right, you know you're joking, or being hyperbolic. The other person doesn't go home and wonder if it was a joke or if not. Buying just one tiki torch. Edit. I'm completely okay that this is my most upvoted comment by far. Buying just one tiki torch, a white polo, and khaki pants. When they flatten themselves against a wall, while shifting their eyes left and right. Bonus points for humming their own spy theme. Pull the lever. Kronk. You can't trust anyone who subscribes to pickup artist playbooks. I've seen this kind of thinking take over one of my friends before. He turned from being a regular quirky guy to being a pathological liar. You start viewing sex as a reward that can be won with tricks. Pretty soon you stop seeing women as people. Then you stop seeing anything wrong with lying to anyone for any reason. The whole crowd he hangs out with now creeps me out. All very charming, but it's impossible to trust any of them. Pickup artists and garbage men should switch names. You hit the nail on the head with the whole pickup artist thing. I knew someone that got into it and became a habitual liar. Even in normal conversations with me, he'd be lying through his teeth for no reason. There would be no reason to impress me. Hey man, how was your weekend? I won my 30th straight MMA match. Then I hit a jackpot on a nickel slot machine. And I bought a new car, but wrecked it because it had too much horsepower. He was a cool guy otherwise. Wow, that was a great story. It's crazy. I did the exact same thing, except I had a broken arm, no credit card, and I hadn't slept in 48 hours. If they always talk about some sort of traumatic experience, I have this one co-worker who, at the age of 23, has had 3 miscarriages. Her fiance died overseas, has been raped several times, has been robbed beaten multiple times, and had her credit card number stolen 3 times in 2 months. While it's a slim possibility, I highly doubt anything she says. My best friend was collecting for a girl at her work who claimed to have lost her father and her kids in a car accident. I questioned why it wasn't reported in the news, and when they started asking questions it turned out it was a lie and the girl was crazy. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.